Hey guys, how's it going? Preparing here. So today was the launch of the Diablo 3 ladder, the Season 1 launch, and a lot of stuff went down. Most people ended up pretty unhappy, and I'm going to go over what happened and then give you guys my mostly irrelevant opinion of the game so far in its current state. So what happened? Well, the game was launched. A big problem was that some stuff did carry over. It was not a full reset. So what carried over is not big things when you look at them, but when you min-max, when you look at the possibilities, they are a problem. And these included, if you had beat the game previously, the game considered this, so you could play on all the difficulties you wanted rather than be restricted to the few as you level. I don't know exactly how it works because it's been a while, but basically the highest difficulty, Torment, you couldn't play it unless you hit level 70 before. And now if you hit 70 on your character before the season started, when the season had started, you could play on the hardest difficulty. And why would you want to play on the hardest difficulty? Because certain quests give a lot more experience and in some cases a ridiculous amount more experience. And some of these quests, the ones I'm referring to are called bounties, don't actually involve killing anything. So what people used to level is they did a specific bounty called Miner's Gold, and there are a few other ones from what I am aware, but specifically this one, because it's efficient, they made new games until they got Miner's Gold as one of the random quests or the random bounties. And when they got it, they did it on Torment 6, and when you do this once and you get multiple levels, and I mean this is for like everything. It's just a ridiculous amount of experience. Players who are leveling are not supposed to be leveling up on this difficulty. It's essentially for extremely geared up max level characters who you know, just want a faster rate of experience, and it's not designed for that, but it was in the game. People had talked about it. People said that they would be doing this when the game is launched. The game was launched this way, nothing was changed, and well, they leveled to max level in like an hour. I think in some cases it was less than 1 hour. I think the first 70 was less than 1 hour after the new season was released. And obviously it was from this. And maybe a few other optimizations that I don't really know about. The other thing that kept is not a big deal, but it is a big deal for new players, because when you talk about like a D2 ladder reset, you know, you invite your friend, it's like, hey, you know, let's play, let's do this, let's do that, and it's under the assumption that everyone's on an, you know, like even leveling field and even playing field. And it's not the case with difficulty, and it wasn't the case with the stash. And it's not a big deal, but the amount of stash room, which you have to purchase with in-game gold, which you have none of at the start of the season, the amount of stash you had purchased before the season started kept through. So like a fully purchased stash, I don't know, it's like 1,000,000 gold or something like that. And 1,000,000 gold is not hard to get, but yeah, it's not exactly fair. And when it comes to races, I mean, if you're going to launch a season and you're going to base the season around people being competitive, people, you know, having, you know, the same starting point and having these spots matter, you want these things to not be too abused. I mean, if you're going to have a top 1,000 ranking for who can level the fastest after a new season, it shouldn't be translated into who can most efficiently abuse Torment 6 on old accounts in the new season the fastest. I mean, you know, that's just my opinion on things. The concept is quite good, I guess. I feel a bit hesitant saying that because, you know, there isn't that much content introduced in the ladder reset. A lot of people who watched me play today said the game was ridiculously easy, and Diablo is a game where if you play on the lowest difficulty, it's unbelievably easy. And because I play on hardcore, I just step it up when I feel comfortable. So I'm always going to play the game on a level in which I feel comfortable and don't have to needlessly farm for gear while I'm leveling, which is not the case in Path of Exile, for instance. In Path of Exile, the difficulty is set, and well, if the shit's too hard, you have to farm somewhere else. You have to get some more gear, you have to get some more levels. With Diablo, not the case. You just play through. If it's too hard, you lower the difficulty. If it's too easy, you increase the difficulty. And because of that, my experience was pretty much nothing special. I played mostly by myself. I made a Demon Hunter. I've never played a Demon Hunter before. I thought it was pretty fun. It's a pretty cool class, and I'm almost level 70. I will be playing it once I'm 70, at least for a little while, just to see what the class is like. I'm going to be doing the second part of the rankings, which has to do with the purpose of the season, which is how difficult rifts you can do in a timely fashion. And I don't imagine I'd be doing too well compared to others, because largely this is a matter of gear rather than ability to play the game. And it's Diablo, there isn't that high of an ability to play the game anymore. And the fact that people who are at the top of the leaderboards, they can't really keep their builds secret, because everyone can look them up, everyone can see what they're doing. And there's some ways to hide this, but realistically, if you're going to try again and again, this information gets out. So yeah, it's overall kind of cool. I enjoyed myself playing Diablo today at least, and I'll probably play at least for a couple more days. But in general, when you compare Diablo 3, when they tried to make it seem like a competitive game, and when you compare that to other ARPGs, specifically one that I have played a lot of in the past and plan to play some in the near future again, Path of Exile, it is not in the same league. And if you deny that, in my opinion, you just haven't played both games. So yeah, it's a good game, but this is not the king of ARPGs anymore. So yeah, some time to kill, fun stuff. Diablo's a blast for a while. I'm playing it as long as that lasts, and I hope you guys enjoy yourselves too. So that's about all I have to say about the first day of the new season, and hopefully Blizzard gets its shit together and we see much more content and maybe some innovation in the next. See you guys tomorrow.